I'm guessing it was in 3D. Meanwhile, America is going up in smoke. According to a new report, the use of illegal marijuana has skyrocketed last year, and so did the number of arrests related to the drug. More than half of the United States drug arrests in 2009 were related to pot. Well, now critics are blaming the acceptance of medical marijuana for these statistics. But is that a fair argument? With us right now is a former drug addict, Bishop Ron Allen, and the government relations director for the Marijuana Policy Project in Washington, D.C., Steve Fox. Good morning to both of you guys.
Morning,
Good morning, Steve.
Steve Fox, let's start with you. If somebody's breaking the law, they should be arrested, right?
Well, I mean, we need to change our laws. That's the basic truth. We have laws right now that do punish people and even arrest them for choosing to use a substance that's less harmful than alcohol.
But if they are breaking the law, they should be arrested.
I'm not saying they should be, but they are right now. What we need to do is change the laws because it's irrational. People, adults, the spike in use that you're talking about was driven in large part by people who are between the ages of 50 and 60 who have had a great experience with marijuana and alcohol, and they realize that marijuana is less harmful, and that's what they want to use.
Now, Bishop, you feel that pot use has skyrocketed because of these dispensaries and stuff like that, where people can go in and they wind up with the prescription for pot, or they can talk somebody into giving them pot, even though they don't need it.
Well, absolutely. Look, the mantra for the drug legalizers are pot is less harmful than alcohol. Less harmful. They can't look at us or the state of California with a straight face and not say that pot is not harmful. Well, Steve Fox, what would you like for me to give you? A rattlesnake or cobra? What's less harmful? We understand the reason why marijuana has spiked up. It is because these marijuana pot shops that's all around the state of California. We had seen one time that we had more marijuana pot shops in LA than Starbucks. And these pot shops are able to sell dope to anyone and anybody that come into their facilities.
Steve Fox?
Well, the truth is, if I had the choice, I'd have a gardener snake, and that's really what we're talking about. Ron Allen tries to compare marijuana and alcohol as if they are two really dangerous drugs, but marijuana is far less harmful, and it's irrational to punish people if they simply want to use something less harmful. That's why the support for Proposition 19, with the backing of law enforcement and others, is going up, and it's going to keep going up.
And Bishop, before we go, I know you told one of our producers the problem with these dispensaries, and keep in mind, in November, California is going to decide whether or not to legalize pot. So that's why we're talking about this. But you say that anybody with an ID card identifying them as somebody who can get pot could go buy it from multiple dispensaries and then resell it to kids or anybody else as well, right?
Look, we have these faulty doctors, physicians, who the medical board need to look at, that are giving away recommendation for individuals with hangnails. And these youth, young adults, are able to walk into multiple pot shops and buy marijuana and then resell the pot on the streets. And Steve Fox, you wonder why we have a spike and an increase in marijuana use? It is absolutely because we need stronger regulation on pot shops.
All right. Who's right? Folks out there in TV land, email us right now, friends@foxnews.com. Our thanks to Bishop Ron Allen and Steve Fox for joining us today. Good debate.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, sir. All right, coming up, nearly 80 people thrown to the ground and tossed in the water when their water taxi slammed into a pier. That one right there. Now police are at the scene. What went wrong? Plus, the new Wall